Right back, right back. Right back. Right back, right back. Right back, right back. Right back, right back. Finna get into this. Finna get into this song. Pretty Rich. Get these lyrics down pat. I've been getting some crazy phone calls. My daggone pops done called me. My uncle. Some other people too talking about, oh, I thought we was done with drill. I said, what are you talking about? They talking about the song you just made. I said, what are you talking about? I had to break down the lyrics for them on the phone. So I said, maybe I should go live and talk about the lyrics, because I don't know how they got Pretty Witch to be drill. Or people was just something. For sure. But shoot, let's get into it though. I'm about to play the song. I'm gonna play the song, let it run through, and then we're gonna break the lyrics down.
Why they don't trust them? I don't like me no prissy chick, I like a pretty witch. One that got her hands in magic, she can do some tricks. A lot of niggas really scared, I'm one of them ones that's really feel. Grab that leaf and let it burn, right under the sun. I don't like me no prissy chick, I like a pretty witch. One that got her hands in magic, she can do some tricks. A lot of niggas really scared, I'm one of them ones that's really feel. Grab that leaf and let it burn, right under the sun.
Tryna Jimmy New tryna blast. I'm in a spaceship riding with mass, magic fast. Shoot him in the eye, sleepwalking or is it locked?
2, 3, 4, I done a whoop. Got the message, got a smoke. In my vision, blue light to grab it. We gon' make it out alive. A border plus 2 keys, this an order. Are you on fire? I don't even know you. Pay attention, it's survival. Maybe nature, just like all y'all. Too much noise, got a nigga shaking, flood them all. See why he live. 7799, 1 in the center, I like your mind. 33 and don't look like it. Goddamn, you really fine. Is that a hickey or it's not? Is that a sigil or it's hot? Plant maze, oh she know it. Dragon blood, that's your shit. Sexy voice, oh you chant. Water freezer, make a stand. Fast and while you do it, willpower. Undefeated, tough enough to knock a nigga out. That's a chick I like around. Moose like food, don't play with man. And you always got a plan. Baby, you the real deal. Never disrespect or peel. Baby, you the real deal. Never disrespect or peel. I like a pretty witch. She can do some real tricks. I don't like no prissy chick, I like a pretty witch. When they got her hands in magic, she can do some tricks. A lot of niggas really scared, I'm one of the ones that's really feel. Grab that leaf and let it burn, right under the sun. I don't like me no prissy chick, I like a pretty witch. When they got her hands in magic, she can do some tricks. A lot of niggas really scared, I'm one of the ones that's really feel. Grab that leaf and let it burn, right under the sun. I don't like me no prissy chick, I like a pretty witch. When they got her hands in magic, she can do some tricks. A lot of niggas really scared, I'm one of the ones that's really feel. Grab that leaf and let it burn, right under the sun.
Can't stand if she in everybody's face. I ain't finna sit around and just fake respect. Giving to the vine like how she moving a line. Can't nobody touch mine's why I find it Nemo is not easy. Moving like the ocean, oh she slippery, the foolery, don't fool me. If she really spiral it out, then I know she living right. If it's coming back to center, then it's straight like an arrow. It ain't right.
I don't like me no prissy chick, I like a pretty witch. One that got her hands in magic, she can do some tricks. A lot of niggas really scared, I'm one of the ones that's really feel. Grab that leaf and let it burn, right under the sun. I don't like me no prissy chick, I like a pretty witch. One that got her hands in magic, she can do some tricks. A lot of niggas really scared, I'm one of the ones that's really feel. Grab that leaf and let it burn, right under the sun.
So yeah, let's get into it. So we're gonna go bar for bar. Maybe bar for bar. I think some shit just self-explanatory. But yeah, alright, so I don't know how that happened. Something else started playing.
Why they don't trust them? in magic, she can do some tricks. A lot of niggas really scared, I'm one of the ones that's really feared. Grab that leaf and let it burn, right under the sun. I don't like me no prissy chick.
So, I don't know how they got that for drill. But anyway, I said, I don't like me no prissy chick. I like a pretty witch. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Because shouldn't know, some dudes do, but I don't think most dudes like if they dating somebody and she friendly to a lot of people. So I don't like that. And most pretty women, not all, but a lot of them be really like, not stuck up or mean, but they be like, get the fuck out of my face. So when I say I like a pretty witch, I'm saying I like a pretty girl, but she got that attitude like, why are you in my face? She not in everybody's face. And witch really ain't the right terminology to call somebody when they do magic, when really that ain't even what it really is. But anyway, I put it in the song so people would, like the masses, would be able to understand it a little more than trying to break everything down in the song. So I said, I don't like no prissy chick. I like a pretty witch. One that got her hands in magic, she can do some tricks. And then I said, I ain't gonna hold you. I wrote this in like 30 minutes, so I still remember my own lyrics. So I said, what did I say? Oh, I said, a lot of niggas really scared, because some people be scared to date people who they think or who they know be doing magic because of misunderstandings and things of that nature. So I was saying, a lot of niggas really scared, but I'm one of the ones that's really feared, meaning I'm respected because I respect others. So that's what I mean by that. Then I said, grab that leaf and let it burn. Right under the sun. So you grab a bay leaf, you can write on it with dragon blood or a red pen or whatever you prefer. Write desires on it. That's what I do. Or things I don't want to deal with. I write them on it and I burn it. And it don't necessarily have to be under the sun, but I feel like it's more powerful when you do it under the sun. So grab that leaf and let it burn right under the sun. Pretty self-explanatory. Don't know how they got that for drill. Anyway, on to the next lyrics.
Prissy chick, I like a pretty witch. One that got her hands in magic, she can do some tricks. A lot of niggas really scared, I'm one of the ones that's really feared. Grab that leaf and let it burn, right under the sun.
Jimmy New tryna blast. I'm in a spaceship riding with Maz, magic fast. Shoot him in the eye, sleepwalking, or is it a lie? 2, 3, 4, I done.
So maybe this the part they thought was drill. I don't know. They about retarded. But I said I'm trying to Jimmy Neutron and blast. I mean, I'm trying to get the hell up out of here. Like when Jimmy Neutron, we used to hop in his little rocket ship on the cartoon and be like, gotta blast. Yes, I'm trying to blast. Get up out of here. Then I said, I'm in a spaceship riding with mags. It means I'm protected. What is a mag? It's a magazine. Or it could be short for mage, but it's really, I really was talking about a magazine that goes into a gun, a clip. Meaning I have protection. I'm protected. I don't know how they misconstrued that. But anyway, then I said, magic fast, shoot him in the eye. I said, magic fast, shoot him in the eye. As in magic could be a way of you breaking out of an illusion that most people are in. And fasting could be a way of you breaking out of an illusion or getting back to that natural you. So I guess they heard that and heard shoot him in the eye. When I was saying shoot him in the eye, I wasn't saying I'm going to shoot nobody in the eye, first of all. Shoot him in the eye mean that they keep letting people put stuff into their eye, into their mind, into their soul, and putting illusions on them and just get them all over the place believing and not knowing anything. And that could be from people drinking or smoking. Some people might drink or smoke, and that could be a shoot them in the eye because it's altering your state of being that you're supposed to be. So that's what I mean by that. I don't know where they got drill from. And then let's hit to the next lyrics.
Before I done awoke, got the message, got a smoke. In my vision, blue light to grab it. We gon' make it hot alive. A Buddha plus 2 keys, this in order. Are you on fire? I don't even know you pay.
So now, I like this part right here. This part, I said, damn, I did that? Yeah, that shit was hot. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit was hot. So I said, 2, 3, 4, I done awoke. 2, 3, 4, I done awoke. Because a lot of times people wake up between the hours of 2 and 4 for some reason. And they had a dream or they have visions. It's just more something about that time frame. People are more powerful and more in tune. So 2, 3, 4, I done awoke. I woke up from a dream. I don't know where they got drilled from out of that. Anyway, then I said, got the message, gotta smoke. I woke up from a dream. I gotta smoke. I'm going to light some sage or some incense and let it get put in the air. I don't know where they got drilled from. Right back. So that's what I mean by got the message, gotta smoke. Woke up from a dream with a message. And I put smoke in the air to clear the air, purify the air, calm things around me. Then I said, we gonna make it hot as lava. Meaning, the smoke is gonna make it hot. When you burning anything around you, it's gonna make the room hot. Demons can't drill and they can't take it. So I don't know where they got drilled from that. And then I said, Buddha plus 2 keys, this in order. Buddha is a new, not the religious stuff or whatever that is. Buddha, I was speaking on Nuwapic. Buddha and Nuwapic means control. For those you don't know what Nuwapic is, it's the language brought by Dr. Malachi Z. York. So you got the word Buddha in Nuwapic means control. Now you can write it in the script, which I like to do. Wow, I can't remember the D. That's strange. Okay, I gotta get back to y'all on that. But Buddha, B-U, and then I gotta remember the D, brain fart, and then the A means control. So I said Buddha plus 2 keys, this in order. If anybody know about computer science, it's a computer. If you hit Control, Alt, Delete, it brings something up where you can delete or restart a program or whatever it is you doing on the computer at that moment. Buddha plus 2 keys, this in order. Control, Alt, Delete. Get their ass out of here. I don't have to deal with that. I don't know where they got right back. I don't know where they got drill out of that, because they probably didn't even know that. Then I said, are you on fire? I don't even know you. Meaning, I am ascending. I'm not descending. I'm not staying in hell school, as phase 1 says, show. I'm not staying here. So are you on fire? I don't even know you. Because I'm not staying. I'm ascending. I'm getting away from the bullshit. So as I continue to ascend, I don't know you because I'm not around you. And you are what you do, so I don't know what you're doing. I don't know you. Then I said, pay attention. It's survival. Because a lot of things is really just survival. Nature, survival. People want to survive. Phase 1 said a lot of times, it's all about survival. But not it's all about survival. A lot of things about survival. Once you realize that, you realize how certain things or certain people move. Then I said, maybe nature dislike all y'all. I mean, I think that's self-explanatory. Like when the tornadoes and stuff be happening, nature probably didn't want you there, so it's in a tornado, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I don't know how they got drill out of this. Let's get on to the next bar.
Even though you pay attention, it's survival. Maybe nature just like all y'all. Too much noise, got a nigga shaking, flood them all. See why he live. 7799, 1 in the center, I like your mind. 33 and don't look like it, goddamn, you really fine. Is that a hickey or?
Okay. Then I said, too much noise, got a nigga shaking. Some people might not get there unless they really be around me. Sometimes, if I'm in big groups, like a big crowd or around too many people, I get the feeling like too much shit, and it just really like, it started like, I have to control myself, because I really start just like my arm and shit to just start shaking, because I don't like what I'm feeling, or I'll just tense up. So when I say too much noise, got a nigga shaking, flood them all, I see why Enlil, I'm referring to the story of when Enlil said that humans was too noisy, which he was probably talking about technology and things of that nature, and he decided to flood them. I see why he did it. I'm not saying I would do it. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying I see why. So then I said 7799. 1 in the center, I like your mind. 33 and don't look like it. Goddamn, you really fine. 7799. So those who don't know, that is. So you have the Unk. Now, I ain't the best artist in the world, but you have an Unk. And the Unk, you have, excuse me, you have a 7, and then a 7 there. And you got a 9, and a 9 there. And then you got 1 in the center. So 9 plus 9 equal 18. And Faze taught us this. 7 plus 7 equal 14. Add that together, you get 32. Plus 1 in the center equal 33. So I'm saying, some people be wearing the Unk. A lot of women, or not even a lot of women, just people in general, be wearing the Unk and don't be knowing the sacred number behind it. So when I say 33 and don't look like it, goddamn, you really fine. I'm saying 33 and don't look like it, goddamn, you really fine. Not that she's 33 years old. I'm saying she's not a Freemason and she don't know the number 33 could be associated with that. And she's not 33 years old, so she don't look like it. So she's really fine. That's really what I'm saying with that. It's just a sacred number I put in there. I thought would be cool to say in the song, help people to go look into that more. So then let the song play.
Hickey, oh it's nice, that a sigil, oh it's hot. Plant mage, oh she know it. Dragon blood, that's your shit. Sexy voice, oh you chant. Water freezer, make a stamp. Fasting while you do it, willpower. Undefeated, tough enough to knock a nigga out. That's the chick I like around. Moose like food, don't play with man. And you always gotta.
So I said, is that a hickey? Oh, it's not. I mean, I'm looking at her, I'm seeing different things on her body or her neck, really. And she might have a tattoo on her neck, not knowing that could be a sigil for something. Then I say, plant mage, oh, she know it, meaning she knows her plants. She knows about herbs, she knows things with plants. And she know how to do certain things with them, making medicine, things like a lot of our grandparents know. So that's a plant mage, basically. Then I say, dragon blood, that's your shit, meaning that's what you like to use, the right. That's what you like to burn, the dragon blood incense, because dragon blood can be used for protection or love. So that's what some people might be into. They might like using that. Then I say, sexy voice, or you chant, meaning just like the people in church be doing magic when they be chanting and singing. They don't know, they don't want to admit it or know it, but sometimes it might sound good to the average person. So her voice is sexy. It sound good, and she's chanting. Then I said, water freezer, make a stamp. I was referring to something I've seen off of. I actually read it in a hoodoo book, but I also seen it in one of Young Elder videos on YouTube about when you take a water bottle and you could like put a bill in or write or whatever. I haven't tried it. I haven't had no reason to try it, but I've heard people try it. And go watch this video if you want to know more, or read the book Hoodoo 365 Days of Hoodoo. But it refers to freezing something. So when you put something in a water bottle, you freeze it because water's going to freeze in the bottle, and then make it stamp, meaning you approve it. You sealed the deal with it. Then I said, fasting while you do it, because fasting is always good when you're doing stuff. And fasting is one way to speed up and to increase and better your willpower. So that's why I said that. And I said, tough enough to knock a nigga out, meaning you don't play no games with these niggas. You're not out here in people's faces. You ain't playing. You about your business. You doing what you supposed to do. And most niggas don't like that because they pussies. Some niggas just don't like a strong, I want to say independent, but a strong woman. So that's why I said tough enough to knock a nigga out. That's the chick I like around, because you ain't got to really worry about her wandering off and doing some shit, whether it's your mama, your sister, a girlfriend, whatever. She too tough, and she ain't smiling and laughing and giggling and making eye contact in the store, so you ain't got to do as much protection as you would a prissy girl that's in everybody's face. So then I said, Moose Lafu don't play with men. Those who don't know, Moose Lafu means ancestors, and I'm gonna show y'all Muslafu. Means ancestor in Misbatia. So Misbatia is a language that Dr. Malachi York brought to us, another language. And also, I recommend you learn it. It's a really good language. So you got Moose, Laugh, Ooh. So in Misbatia, the Ooh at this point would be just a representation of equivalent to an English S. So Muslafu is actually ancestor, but the U would be ancestors. But if you want to write it in the script, you just write M, U, Se, La, A, Fe, and then U. And then the line over it forms the word. And shout out to Phase's wife, Asia, for hosting the classes and teaching us this stuff. Good stuff. And in Miss Batia, you can write it this way. You can write it this way. Left to right or right to left, up and down. Really any way you prefer. I believe Miss Batia. Not I believe it. If I remember correctly, Miss Batia, you write in any direction. Nuwape is just that way. So yeah, Muslafu don't play with men. Meaning her ancestors or whoever is over or watching over her, they're not playing with y'all itty bitty little men. So then I say, and you always got a plan, because most women always got a plan. They always planning something out. They always got a plan. Best believe it. Then I said, baby, you the real deal. Never disrespect or peel. Meaning, I acknowledge that you know what you're doing and you got a plan. I see what you're doing. You the real shit. Then I said, never disrespect or peel. Peel meaning some niggas would disrespect, and you got some people that will break women down in a negative way to the point where they don't feel nothing about themselves instead of thinking for themselves. So I won't peel. I won't get you to that point. I won't like an onion or potato. I won't peel. All right, let's get to the next lyrics. I think it's back to the hook, but that shit hard. We're gonna listen to it.
You always got a plan, baby, you the real deal, never disrespect or peel. Baby, you the real deal, never disrespect or peel. I like a pretty witch, she can do some real tricks. I don't like no prissy chick, I like a pretty witch. When they got her hands in magic, she can do some tricks. A lot of niggas really scared, I'm one of the ones that's really feel. Grab that leaf and let it burn right under the sun. I don't like me no prissy chick, I like a pretty witch. When they got her hands in magic, she can do some tricks. A lot of niggas really scared, I'm one of the ones that really feel. Grab that leaf and let it burn right under the sun. I don't like me no prissy chick, I like a pretty witch. When they got her hands in magic, she can do some tricks. A lot of niggas really scared, I'm one of the ones that's really feel. Grab that leaf and let it burn right under the sun. Can't stand if she in everybody's face. I ain't finna sit around and just fake respect, giving to the vine like how she moving a line. Can't nobody touch mine's why finding Nemo is not easy moving like.
Shit so hot, I forgot we was breaking the lyrics down. Back to jamming. Alright, so where we at? So I said, cannot stand if she up in everybody's face. I already explained that earlier. And I said, I ain't finna sit around and just fake respect given to the divine like how she moving the line. I was really saying two parts in that way with the flow. So when I said I ain't finna sit around and just fake, meaning I'm not, some people are just smiling y'all face and just fake how they are to get whatever it is they trying to get. I'm not finna do that to no divine woman. I'm gonna be honest and I'm gonna be real and I'm gonna keep it pushing. Then I said, respect given to divine like how she moving the line. I like when I see women that's doing what they supposed to do, moving how they should. That's a sign. I respect that to the highest. Then I said, can't nobody touch minds. Finding Nemo is not easy. I ain't in a relationship, so I wasn't talking about nobody touch my woman. I ain't got one. So I was saying, when I said can't nobody touch minds, why finding Nemo is not easy, the video y'all just saw of the DJing my music was actually my little brother who DJs a lot of parties. He was DJing my song, and his DJ name is DJ Nemo. So when I'm saying finding Nemo is not easy, I'm saying if somebody wish to do ill intent using magic against me, you're not gonna get a hold of my family. It ain't gonna be easy. That's just what I'm saying with that. Pretty self-explanatory. Then, you know, DJ Nemo. Then I said, moving like the ocean, ocean slippery, the foolery. Meaning, nobody really knows what's 100% in the ocean. Which means nobody really knows her 100%. Which is a good thing, because only her man should know her 100%. So what I'm saying, she slippery, the foolery. She ain't falling for no bullshit. Because she ain't letting you know everything. She moving like the ocean. Then I said, no fooling me. Meaning, I see it. I see things. I just don't be talking on it. People that really know me know I be seeing a lot. I just don't be saying nothing about it. Then I said, and she know how to spiral it out while she moving just righteous. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I got that from Faye's teaching. So, y'all need to go watch his teaching when he was teaching about magic and about the dot being the origin. So that's what I got that from, because I don't want to quote it wrong. But the dot being the origin, when you send something out that's supposed to be doing that's moving righteous, is supposed to spiral, from what I was taught. Then I saying, and she knowing how to spiral it out while moving just righteous. Straight line, send it back to sender. It is not righteous. Meaning things can come back to you if you do stuff with ill intent. Like if somebody, like if I was to, which I won't never do, use some leaves and write some ill intent on it to do towards somebody, it should have probably come back to me that I ain't supposed to be doing no shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. Alright, let's finish.
She's moving like the ocean, she slippery, the foolery, no fooling me. If she really spiral it out, then I know she living right. If it's coming back to center, then it's straight like an arrow. It ain't righteous. I don't like me no prissy chick, I like a pretty witch. One that got her hands in magic, she can do some tricks. A lot of niggas really scared, I'm one of the ones that's really feel. Grab that leaf and let it burn, right, under the sun. I don't like me no prissy chick, I like a pretty witch. One that got her hands in magic, she can do some tricks. A lot of niggas really scared, I'm one of the ones that's really feel. Grab that leaf and let it burn, right, under the sun.
Alright, I'm gonna give y'all a preview of what I'm gonna drop this Sunday. So, I'm gonna give y'all a preview. Now, those of you who don't know, I used to rap like a lot before I took this walk like 6-7 years ago. So this song, I actually wrote this song 6-7 years ago, but it's a good song. And when you hear it, some people might understand it, some might not. But it's about, the purpose of this song is to motivate people in the masses to be with one person. Don't be out here cheating and sleeping with everybody. And it's nothing wrong with explaining and showing your affection for one person. So that's kind of why I wrote the song. So here we go. I ain't playing the whole song, cause y'all gonna have to wait till Sunday for that. But I got y'all.
Give me hug, love the way the pussy tastes, love that itty bitty waist, slim thick, little booty, pretty face with some money, independent, got my own in school, going strong. Don't need a man for shit, but you got me on the shit, making hits about the hits, just like when you riding it. You my stallion, no Megan, backbone, motivation. Lay your head up on my pillow while I lay up on your pillow. Cuddle up, lay down till the morning sun around. Movies playing with the music while we both out snoring. Lay your head up on my chest, baby, you know I'm the best. Know I'm always here for you, I ain't never gonna leave. Side by side, we always stepping, popping out with a message. You know that I really love you, cannot go a day without you. Baby girl, I really need you, driving hours just to see you. Side by side, we always stepping, popping out with a message. Baby girl, I really need you, driving hours just to see you. You know that I really love you, cannot go a day without you.
Yeah. So pay attention though, cause that's gonna be coming out Sunday. It's gonna be coming out Sunday. So that's gonna be hard right there. I ain't let y'all hear it all. I couldn't give away all the fire right now. But y'all gonna fuck with it. So Let me tell y'all about this story, right? How when you moving righteous, you really notice it. So, travel back to last night. So last night, right? I dropped my people off, and they're like, "Yo, you straight? You want to rest or nothing? You don't want to rest or nothing?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm good." And the reason I said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go to the charger station. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna go DoorDash." So the reason I said that was because I'm starting to learn the importance of pushing through. And when I tell y'all the whole story, y'all gonna see why. Pushing through and just keep doing and keep moving. Just like if y'all was at phase 1 live show in March, some of y'all probably seen me when I kept doing the passage, and I kept having to start over. I started over a whole lot, but my attitude never changed. I just kept going till I got it right and kept moving. So that's what this story about. So I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go DoorDash. I'm gonna go to work. So I'm gonna go charge the car and go to work. So I go to charge the car, and then something was like in my head. My voice in my head was like, "Nah, don't go DoorDash right this second. Go to the spot you be chilling at." So I was like, "Alright." So I go. I'm on the way, and I was like, it's like 2 a.m. I'm like, damn, I really want a donut. But then I'm like, nigga, you ain't supposed to be eating that shit. But then I decide to stop and go to Duck. I don't know what. I never seen a Dunkin' Donuts open at 2 a.m. So I see it, and it's beside a racetrack gas station. I go there. The line, it was like 3 cars in the line, but it was taking too long, so I just left. I went to the gas station. Now, I went in there and got 2 donuts. But anyway, I wasn't supposed to eat them donuts, but maybe I was. Cause listen, so I get back on the road. I'm on the way. I'm like, GPS said I'm like 20 minutes away from this point. So I'm about 7 minutes in the drive, and I'm on this freeway. It's dark. It's like I don't ever see no freeway this dark. So it's super dark, and I'm just driving. I'm getting it. I'm like, yeah, I'm almost there. I don't know why I gotta go there. I'm about to just chill and see. So I'm almost there, right? I see this black ass figure in the road. Like it just look black, like a shadowy. Like you ever just drive, you like, what the fuck is that? But you don't see shit. That's how I look. I got up close and I hit the brakes. I'm like, what the fuck? So I sit there for a second. I'm like, I'm seeing a wreck. So I'm like, man, I'm looking at it in my mind. I'm like, man, I'm about to be sitting here all night. I'm the first car there too. I'm like, ain't no way around this shit. Then I hear a voice in my head yell at me like, nigga, get out and help him. I was like, oh shit. So I got out. The dude pacing back and forth. Now, the nigga didn't look human to me. I don't know how to explain it. He just looked fucking skinny as fuck with a big ass head and a big ass afro. I mean, this nigga afro was bigger than Sundays. So he bleeding out the side of his face. I'm looking, his car smashed to fucking pieces. I'm trying to figure out, I'm glad he made it out alive. And the other guy, he just in the car with his airbags and shit. His shit fucked up. Both cars ain't able to move. So I'm looking at him, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stay out here with this brother, cause I see I gotta, this must be what I need to do. Stay right here with him for a second. So he on the phone with the police and shit. He like, yeah, I don't know if I need an ambulance. I looked at him, I said, bro, you need an ambulance, bro. And he was like, yeah, you right. And then we just out there, right? So 2 cars pull up not right after me, but a few moments after me. They decide to basically turn around and go back up the freeway the wrong way because they didn't want to wait. And they didn't even care to check and see if shit was good or not. So I'm sitting right there. The brother, he telling me how it happened. He like, man, I don't know what the fuck wrong with him. He said, I was just driving, and this motherfucker coming up the freeway the wrong way. And I'm looking at the cars and how it's like, the way it's positioned. I'm like, yeah, that shit makes sense. So, well, it makes sense. His story made sense to me. Like, he was telling the truth. He wasn't lying. So, I'm just already in my mind. I'm like, I'm finna just stay out here and make sure he good. Dude, I looked dude in the eyes. He just looked at like really timid. And he was like, man, can you please stay out here with me? I don't feel safe. I said, man, I got you, bro. I got you. So I stay out there with him. And this shit was weird because I done been in situations like this, but never have the person ever shook my hand. And then when the ambulance come, he get on the bed, he gives me a hug and say thank you. And I'm like, you know, I don't really like people getting up close on me, but I understood what was going on. I felt like I was being tested. So, you know, I helped him get through it and everything. And then I went on about my I don't even, it was like 5, maybe it was night or day at this point. So I go on about it. So I go to sleep. I wake up. I grab my phone. This motherfucker off. I forgot I had a phone bill the whole month. I'm looking, I'm like, damn, I ain't pay this shit. I'm like, fuck. Then my phone bill like $92. And I'm looking, I'm like, damn, I got 55. I'm fucked up right now. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna hit up bruh then, cause I know bruh said he gonna send me some money in the morning. Something happened where they locked this shit. I said, alright. I said, alright, I'm glad I wasn't dependent on that. So I had sat down for a second. I put a whole plan together. I said, I need $33. I said, if I'm gonna try this, if this don't work, I'm gonna try this. If this don't work, I'm gonna try this. So let me tell y'all what happened. So I'm sitting in the car. At first though, when our phone first got turned off, I'm gonna tell the truth. I was sitting in the car. I'm like, fuck it, I'm finna use this in my, I'm finna chill, watch me some Netflix, get me some food. Then I heard a voice in my head said, nigga, if you don't get your ass up and do some shit, make some shit happen. Then it said, nigga, you can't even eat till after 6, so what you gonna do? I said, damn. I said, alright. I'm like 5 minutes into the Netflix show when I heard that. I said, alright. Turned the shit off. I went on, I said, alright, what I'm gonna do? I said, okay. I said, I got some towels I can sell, but I ain't finished making them. I was like, alright, it's gonna take too much time. And I said, okay. I said, what I got to sell? So I first, before I did what I got to sell, I reached out to all my personal family. Excuse me. And I was like, I said, look, I've been bettering myself. I just said I've been bettering myself spiritually. I'm doing a lot. I got a lot going on. I said at this current moment, you know, I'm struggling financially. I said, if y'all can help me out, I can show y'all some results by July. So only 2 of my cousins helped me out of all 70 people I fucking texted. And I was near some Wi-Fi, so I texted like 70 people in my family. Only 2 of them helped me out. So at the moment, so my cousin Kayla and my cousin Zach, they helped me out. They sent me $10 a piece. I was like, all right, that's love. That's easy. That's $13 more I got to make. Then I looked. I said, oh shit, I got $3 on this reward thing. I said, okay, so I only need 10. So I said, all right, I'm finna make this shit shake. So I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, what I'm gonna do? I said, I go to my car, I look in the front of the trunk. I said, where the fuck these walkie-talkies come from? I said, oh shit, I forgot I brought these like 8 months ago with a flagging job. So I grabbed the walkie-talkies and I'm looking at my books. I'm like, man, I don't want to sell none of my books. So I was like, all my books is almost Dr. Malachi Z. York's. I only had like 3 books in here. No, maybe 5 that ain't Dr. Malachi Z. York. So I said, I damn sure ain't selling none of his books. I said, all right. So I had this white book named Yahweh, the Book of Knowledge, the Keys of Enoch. And I had the Aquarian Gospel of Jesus Christ by Levi something. So I'm like, all right, I can let these 2 go. And the walkie-talkie, I said, all right, I'm right here near a pawn shop. I go to the pawn shop. I go in there. Man, they talking about they don't buy no books. I said, damn, that makes sense, though. This is a pawn shop. Then the lady said, she can't buy the walkie-talkies because they look brand new because they still in the box. Because I only used them once. And she said, if we wanted to buy them, you have to have the receipt because of something with some county law. I looked at it, I said, damn, for real? I said, all right, fuck it. So I go back to the car. I sit down, I'm thinking. Then my phone off. This is the crazy shit. My phone off, right? I got this aunt named Aunt Kiva. Keyword, Kiva. So I had got upset with her or whatever because I don't know what the fuck she was talking about one day. So I just said, I ain't had time for this shit. I blocked her like 2 months ago. So when I texted all the family, I had came across her name and I was like, am I going to unblock and ask her now? Something in my head said, yeah, do it. So I asked her. So my phone off. Why is she the only call that come through? She talked to me like 40 minutes. We talking or whatever. She like, all right, I'm gonna send you some money, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I'm gonna send you some more money to go get some stuff from a store for me. I was like, all right, I can do that. I said, all right. So something happened with my phone wouldn't even connect to the Wi-Fi for the moment. So I couldn't even send her my Cash App name or nothing. So I never got the money from her. So I said, all right, on to the next goal. Cause I'm on a mission. I know how to get shit done. And I feel like this was about getting shit done. I was being tested to see if I can get something done on my own, in a sense, without waiting or without waiting. I had to get up and move. It's about getting shit done. That's what I feel like I was being tested. So I ain't even think the ass Barnes and Nobles where they buy books. My ass just typed the shit in GPS on the Tesla screen, and it's shit like 30 minutes away. I said, all right, I'm gonna go here. I know I can get more than $10 off these 2 books. I'm paid $80 a piece for both of these books. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go there. So I go there, right? I get there. I park, and I sit there for like a couple minutes, see if I can get some Wi-Fi or something going. I sit there for a couple minutes. Then I say, all right, let's go in the store. I go in the store. Why I go in the store, right? And it was this lady standing at the register. Her name was Mila. Interesting. And, my story all over the place. The guy I helped name was Thomas Woobnoon. That shit sounded like Woonwapu to me. Interesting. But, okay, I go in this store, Barnes and Nobles. I ain't even thinking about they buy books. I'm thinking it's a bookstore. They gonna buy some used books. So I go in there, and the lady at the front, she was about to buy a book at the register, but nobody was up there. She rang the doorbell. I kid you not. She rang the bell thing. She rang it 3 times and smiled at me. And I walk up behind her, like in line. And I just something said, asked her how her day going this afternoon. I asked her how her day was going this afternoon. And then she started saying, oh, what are those books? You gonna sell them books here? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna see. I ain't never been here. I'm gonna see how it go. That's exactly what I said. And she's like, I don't know if they buy books from people. And the lady at the register was coming up at the same time. She was like, I was like, y'all don't buy books from people? She was like, no, I won't buy books. That's another place that's like an hour away. I'm like, damn. So I said, damn. I said, I just moved from North Carolina though. I said, damn. I was like, what do you mean an hour away? I know people be like an hour away, but then it really be some other shit. So she's like, North Carolina? I'm like, yeah. She was like, what part? I said, Greensboro. She's like, I graduated high school there, the cash register lady. And she's like, where you went to high school? She's like, Ragsdale. Then the lady, Mila, in the middle was like, Greensboro? I still got their area code. I was like, huh? And she was like, I went to college there. I'm like, where you go? She's like, UNCG. I said, damn, that's crazy. My little brother about to graduate from there, like, in 2 weeks. And then she just started talking. We started talking and stuff. And she was like, she was like, can I see the books you got? I was like, yeah. She was looking at them. She was asking what it was about. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't even finished. I told her what it was about, but I couldn't tell her completely what it was about because I didn't finish both of them books all the way. But anyway, we talking. She was like, okay. She's like, what you want for these? I said, I said, I'll give you them both for you for 20. And all I needed was 10. She was like, all right. She looking through them and stuff. She seen they in good health. She was like, would you, she was talking and buying her books, and she's like, would you go lower? I was like, give me 10, you can have them. So she's like, all right. So she ended up cash apping me the 10. But in the long run, when we was talking, while she was cash apping me, she was talking about how she on a quote unquote spiritual journey and how she was doing the fast right now with green and tea and it's all this other stuff. And I was like, damn. And I started telling her certain stuff, and she's like, damn, that's interesting. So we traded IG handles and shit, and got my phone bill paid. But I felt like that was a test to see if you can just push through and keep moving when things don't look the way you think they supposed to look. And also, when you do complete what you're doing, can you go and complete another task? Because after that, I didn't just stop and go chill. I went and got done a whole nother task that I had to get done. And then after that, I went to do another task. And now I'm on another task, and I got another task after this without my task off. So it's like, in life, like, we gotta really just push through and just keep going. Like, and that's what I felt like happened to me at that, at phase 1 gathering, was that I had I had to keep going, even when I'm like, damn, I gotta keep crossing this board. I keep falling, but I kept going. I ain't even think about it. I just kept going, and I got it done. And that's what life about, is getting things done. And also another thing is that a lot of times we write out or speak what can happen to us. Meaning that morning when all that happened, after I cut the Netflix off, I sat down and I wrote. I grabbed me a green notebook and a red pen, and I said, Nakuk Shawel Anu Zayed Tanin Kafef Ganu Panen Zamut, meaning I would have more than enough money today. And I wrote that in Miss Batia 3 times. And I wrote it in the script once and in the English twice. And through all that, I succeeded. I got everything done. So that's what, we just gotta push through and keep moving. And don't let emotions or attitude get you down. Cause I could have been upset or mad. I could have did a lot of things. But I ain't let none of that shit stop me. I just kept going. One thing ain't work, I kept going to the next. I said, one of these motherfuckers gonna work. This shit gonna work somehow. And that's what happened. I got that shit done. For sure. But look, it's been a great live. A nigga gotta get to work. He gotta get some shit going. So look, I'm gonna play for y'all this preview one more time. And just stay tuned. Fuck with it. And I got music coming every week. Y'all gonna fuck with it. You feel me? Y'all gonna, trust me, y'all gonna fuck with it. So here go that preview again for y'all.
You catching feelings, well I guess I'm catching feelings. Anyway, these feelings mutual, don't wanna see us wrong. Let's just keep it on the low, I ain't even telling bro. Yeah, I cut off all my hoes, I ain't playing with your soul. Communication is the key, don't think that I ever cheat. When I don't answer, I'll be sliding. I don't text back, I'll be grinding. I can see it in your eyes that you always down to ride. Can I risk losing mine? Might just focus on my rhymes. Or I'm really just in love, love the way you give me hugs. Love the way the pussy tastes, love the itty bitty waist. Slim, thick, little booty, pretty face with some money. Independent, got my own in school, going strong. Don't need a man for shit, but you got me on the shit. Making hits about the hits, just like when you riding it. You my stallion, Megan, backbone, motivation. Lay your head up on my pillow while I lay up on your pillow. Cuddle up, lay down till the morning sun around. Movies playing with the music while we both out snoring. Lay your head up on my chest, baby, you know I'm the best. Know I'm always here for you, I ain't never gonna leave you. Side by side, we always stepping, popping out with a message. You know that I really love you, can I go with it?
Alright, this y'all preview. Stay tuned for Sunday. You feel me? This shit gonna go hard. I shook. Woo, I do.